Welcome to the first ever PhoneBuff style charge test, where we're doing things a little differently and not just charging phones to 100% and seeing how long it takes to charge them. Because while that method is interesting, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. For one, a 100% charge doesn't even mean the same thing on every device, with some phones clearly having better battery life than others. And two, going up to 100% ends up penalizing phones with bigger batteries, since everything else being equal, bigger batteries take longer to fill up. So today, we're doing what I think makes a lot more sense. Instead of waiting for the phones to reach 100%, we're charging each of them exactly for 10 minutes, and then seeing how long that fast charge actually lasts using our robots. And we're starting it all off with a banger. We've got the reigning battery test champ in the iPhone 14 Pro Max, which, while it has the slowest charge rate of the bunch at just 20 watts, it's also the most efficient phone. We have arguably the iPhone's biggest competitor in the Galaxy S23 Ultra, charging at over twice the rate at up to 45 watts. We have Google's Pixel 7 Pro, which is pretty slow for the Android front at just 23 watts. And then we're testing one of the top contenders when it comes to this stuff in the OnePlus 11, charging at a whopping 80 watts for this US variant. So I'm excited to see what happens. Let's get right into it. This episode is sponsored by Caseku, who sent over their new Magic Stand case for the iPhone 12 through 14 series, where that magnetic ring for MagSafe actually pulls out and acts as a kickstand, allowing you to use your iPhone hands-free in portrait mode, which is perfect for video calls, and in landscape mode when you just want to sit back and watch a video. Now, this new version features a Kevlar ring. It's still just 2mm thick and has been tested for over 30,000 openings, and I really like the look of it. It's clean while still being super functional. The magnets on here also seem stronger than on other cases. It just seems to grab onto things better, and they're fully compatible with MagSafe accessories. And of course, your phone is still getting the protection it needs with a raised slip over the front and on the camera housing. Caseku is also offering a new payment method in Klarna, where buyers in the US and Europe can get more time to pay with 0 interest. So your money will stay in your account, giving you a few days to try it before making any payments, and you'll still have 14 days to return it if you want. I'll have all the links and info you need down below. Alright, we'll start this 10-minute fast charge with all 4 phones completely drained of their batteries. The iPhone and the OnePlus automatically turn on as soon as you start charging them, with us manually powering on the Galaxy and the Pixel, where somewhat surprisingly, 3 minutes into it, the Pixel is actually showing that it's ahead of the Galaxy despite having nearly half the charge rate. Of course, this is likely just a case of the Pixel overrepresenting on its battery percentage early on, and sure enough, another minute into it and the Galaxy overtakes the Pixel thanks to the power of its 45-watt charger. Speaking of power though, the OnePlus is running away with it. It's double the percentage of the Galaxy with its 80-watt fast charger, while the iPhone is still sitting there stuck at just 1%. Now, this seems like it's an issue with iOS not refreshing the widget there, so we've updated the battery bar with the iPhone's calculated percentage, which actually slots it ahead of the Pixel despite having a slower charger, presumably due to the iPhone having a smaller battery capacity. But the 3 Android phones all have that same 5,000 mAh capacity, where the OnePlus's 80-watt fast charger was able to finish the 10-minute charge with a whopping 42%. The Galaxy came in second place at 25%, the Pixel finishes in last with 16%, with the iPhone coming in third at 18%. And that 18% is likely going to last the iPhone disproportionately longer than the 16% on the Pixel if past battery tests are anything to go off of. In this first test, we're texting back and forth with our automated chatbot, something that people actually do on their phones in the real world, where after an hour, wow, the Pixel takes a major hit with it dropping by 11 points, the OnePlus drops by 8 points, while the iPhone and the Galaxy do the best, each dropping by only 7 points. Here on Instagram, it's worth noting that we've calibrated the screens to the same exact brightness level, and that this test is also a little bit more intensive than the one that we do in our standard battery test, since we are scrolling through the feed at a faster rate, where just 24 minutes into Instagram, despite having nearly the same battery percentage as the iPhone when we first started this whole thing, the Pixel is dead, leaving us with 3 phones where each of them are able to survive the full hour in Instagram, with the OnePlus still at a healthy 23%, even though it was technically less efficient in those last 2 tests, while the iPhone performed the best here, narrowing the gap between it and the Galaxy. It'll be interesting to see if the iPhone can make a comeback here in Alto's Adventure, where we're simulating gaming, actually tapping on the screens like you would in real life. But no, the iPhone falls short, dying 21 minutes into the test, while the Galaxy is at 5%, which allows it to impressively last another 34 minutes before it also dies, making the clear winner in this test the OnePlus 11, which not only finishes Alto's with 11%, but it's able to go onto YouTube for another 51 minutes, meaning with just a 10-minute fast charge, the Pixel lasts 1 hour and 24 minutes, the iPhone can go for 2 hours and 21, the Galaxy at double the charge rate goes for 2 hours and 55, while the OnePlus at 80 watts just kills it, going for 3 hours and 51. Anyways, that is it for me in this video. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the very next episode.